did tell you that there are so many entrances and exits in the school. So you can see our perimeter fence has fallen down here. So what you are seeing here is what you see along the whole of this line. And the other side through the teachers' quarters, they are all fallen down.
So through here people encroach.
So through here people come into the compound to pick some of our valuables from our offices, from the student hostel. So
the environment
are very hardworking. They are very hardworking. Part of the vast land we use it for farm, and then part of it with the students trying, the much they can to make sure that.
So what areas will you be needing assistance?
So what the challenges we have is because it's vast. We need something like a mowing machine so that it can be easier to keep the whole place clean.
Okay.
Yeah, the building.
Took him, collected as PT.
Even my only compound was small compound.
Irony, the students we have now are all, they are not big man, a retired big man.
I'm not tired. I didn't go easy.
If I was in Barat, you were horticulturist. Okay, can I make it? Okay, alumni.
Thank God.
I'm looking forward to it later.
Yes.
Your name, sir, for the records.
High Chief Ndubisi Daniel Kamakolam.
You are an alumnus of this grade school.
Yes, I'm an alumnus of 1974.
This school before now, is it a mixed school now, or used to be a unisex school? Is it now mixed?
It used to be all boys. Now I think now it's mixed. Presently it's mixed.
Okay, tell us exhaustively your mission here.
Well, my mission is to see the present condition of my alma mater. I'm delegated by my executive leadership team of Williams Memorial Secondary School Alumni Network based in the United States. They mandated me to come and take a look around the school to see the current situation of the infrastructure and to see how we can come in to help to make the school more conducive for the students to learn. And we have started by establishing some scholarships. We have about 40 scholarships we awarded a few months ago. And we have a foundation set up with the goal of raising $1 million by year 2025. Presently, after 6 months, we've been able to raise $83,000. And we are committed to using all the proceeds from this foundation to take care of this school. And this foundation we are setting up is not something that will close the account, fix up the school, and there it goes. We are setting up something that will continue building in perpetuity forever. Even after we are gone, that foundation will be generating funds for people after us. Will be using proceeds from that foundation to be taking care of this school, giving scholarships and whatever is needed to keep this school among the elite schools in the nation. We don't want to make Williams just a second. We want to make it a special place of learning in this state. if not in the country as a whole.
All right, talking about the
Scholarship we start is in this school for junior secondary and senior secondary, and it's need-based. All right, we are giving it out to students who are indigent and willing to go to school, because you can give scholarships to somebody. If they are not willing, they'll still drop out. We have a committee that oversees the screening of students to make sure they meet up the requirement to enjoy the scholarship. We started with 20 students from the junior secondary and 20 from the senior secondary. And as time goes on, the number will be increasing. And if these students we are helping in this level impress us, and our students finish their school cert and they come out in flying colors, and there's nobody to help them go to university, we're not going to leave them hanging. All right? We have students graduate, come here with 6 credits, or we have to ensure that they continue. So our scholarship program doesn't end with Williams. Once you prove that you can go beyond here, we'll be there for you.
Okay,
the picture tells a million stories. So I would like to back up my on-site observation with some pictures to convince all doubting Thomases. I might go back and tell them that I saw this, I saw that, but if you can present some pictures or photographs, now people can now say yes, he's not making up anything. What he's saying is the truth. Number one is I am not running for any political office, and I don't intend to.
Yeah.
So all we are doing is on a humanitarian, philanthropic basis. So I cannot leave my home to come out here just to make waves and disappear. We are committed to whatever we tell the principals or the students. We'll match our words with action. This 2020, we've targeted a year of infrastructural development in Williams. And I've gone around, I've seen areas that call for immediate attention
without
delays. I've seen in the school too, there's the principal's office. You cannot call that place an office. I'm not sure if I can, in good conscience, leave my beloved dog there. When the rain is falling, it will fall on my dog or my goat. Not to talk about a distinguished principal. All right? So that area at least calls for re-roofing, and make it a little bit convenient for somebody to stay without worrying about drops of rain, falling on them. There's a lot of things that need to be done over there, but at least the immediate need is to cover that place with this set roofing. Then you talk about the perimeter fencing. This place is so porous that anybody can come in here, do whatever they like, and get out without anybody noticing, because it's a vast environment, a vast property. So the security system here calls for action too. If you bring in 1,000 computers here, they can disappear in the next 1 hour. So I'm going to let my colleagues know that perimeter fencing calls for urgent attention before other things we plan to do. We're going to do landscaping, set up some new office buildings. Like I have a list of some of the structures we want to see. Okay. set up website where our alumni can go and register and do their contributions or donations. For now, it's more or less 4 of us who are active, who have put our money where our mouth is. We are led by an able alumnus in the person of Dr. Noke Ufere, PhD, Harvard alumni. Followed by Nnamdi Ajowa, Chief Nnamdi Ajowa, retired naval officer for the United States Navy. Pharmacist Victor Wosu, who is our financial secretary, and myself, I Chief Kamal Kolam, I'm the publicity secretary. 4 of us are the people at the helm of events right now, and we're hoping that other alumni will join us. And that's the essence of what we're doing now, for them to see what we have done and what we hope to accomplish. With their support, we'll get all these things done without any of us straining ourselves. The more hands, the easier the job will be.
But I find
well, after leaving Williams, I went to study at College of Education, Umuahia in Port Harcourt, where I had my NC several years ago. And I traveled to the United States, New York University, Long Island University, where I had my MBA. And after that, I've been a member of various alumni networks. We always partner with the government, or if it's a private institution, the alumni partner with the owners of the institution to ensure that people coming after them enjoy the same learning environment they enjoyed, if not even better. We have endowment funds in all the universities in America that enables them to award scholarships. That enables them to support research programs, because it's the money that to support research. I know the problem we're having in my country here in Nigeria is we don't encourage people to go into research because of funding. But overseas, people donate money, millions, to support research work. That's why you can find people researching into various solutions to take care of various diseases, illnesses. But if there's no funding, people will fold their hands. Nobody to encourage them. You cannot engage in research work if you are hungry. So we want to bring back such experiences we've had overseas here. Let our people know that you don't have to have millions to support the alma mater. It's a way of saying thank you for what you did in my life. Especially where you have a secondary education, is where the foundation is laid. If you don't have a good foundation, you cannot build on it. So whatever we're coming here to do is to show what we've been doing. We donate to Harvard University, where Dr. Frey, when he donates there, he donates to Nsukka. So why not do we donate to Williams?
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, my name is Elder Joseph Okoko.
Are you the only principal in this school?
No, the school is actually divided into 2. We have the senior section where I'm heading. We also have the junior section where my colleague, Mrs. Imediego J, is heading.
How long have you been supervising in this school? How long have you stayed here?
Okay, this month January makes me 1 year here as the principal.
Okay, that means you must have actually learned a lot about this school. So can you tell us much about historically what you know about this school and currently?
Well, the short history of the school has it that the school was founded by Dr. M. Ayokbara in 1962, and it began began as a mixed school and later on became a single school. And after the war, it reverted back to mixed school again. And so many people have made their impact in the school. Like you heard about from one of the old boys, Dr. Chief Ndubisi Nkemakolam, and a group of other distinguished alumni have made a serious impact in the school. If we go the other way, you'll actually see some renovation work done by General Ihejirika and old boy of the school. Right there now we have a borehole sunk by one philanthropist, Konak.
Is it functioning?
Yes, it's functioning. I would say it's functioning because I hope the water is still running. Right there too, the principal I took over from, in partnership with the PTA, contributed in renovating that block being used by JS2. So that is, in brief, the history of the school.
Okay, before this visit, did you have any contact?
I didn't make any complaint, but I know that about 6-7 months ago, they were the people that established contact with me and then told me I should tell them the situation on ground, which I did, posted to them through email. So they told me that their aim is to find out what is on ground and know where they can come in. So I actually assessed the situation and gave them a feedback. And ever since then, they have reacted by instituting a scholarship covering about 40 students, 20 in the junior section and 20 in the senior section. And I must appreciate the 4 distinguished alumni who are sponsoring this scholarship scheme. So if you want to know, the distinguished alumni include Dr. Nnaoke Ufere, who is the president, Chief Ndubisi Nkemakolam, a member, Victor Nwosu, a member, and Nnamdi Ajunwa, also a member. So they've actually said that their interest is to give a first lift to the school.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay, so they said they want to give a first lift to the school. They sent one architect, Chinedu Eke, who has come. In fact, he came several times and assessed the situation on ground. And I'm aware that he has also sent back reports to them. And I think what High Chief Nkemakolam is doing right now is to confirm whatever report that architect Eke, must have sent to them.
Hearing from you,
are in dilapidated conditions, so most of them need in that need of rehabilitation. Our school laboratory, the science laboratory, is nothing to write home about. The physics and chemistry. The roof is caving. The science equipment there, are out of date. So that place needs serious intervention. Our library block also, you can see it here, is also in dilapidated condition. It needs total renovation and supply of, modern textbooks. Our security system is very porous. The security around the perimeter fence has fallen down at several points. So there are so many exits and entrances in the school. And what that means is that nothing is safe in the school. We also need toilet facilities. What we have on ground is not enough for the students.
and teachers.
And teacher for the students and teachers. Then our office blocks are also not enough. Like the principal's office in the junior section, it's not befitting.
Your teachers are complaining that there is even none, so not.
I've mentioned it, and the science laboratory.
Before now being here, have there been any government presence whatsoever in terms of these challenges you've mentioned?
Yes, in fairness to the government, education is very expensive. So the government, being led by Dr. Victor Kesik-Bason, have been subsidizing our education here heavily. What the students pay as school fees is just a token. They are doing it to make sure that everyone has access to education. And there are a few structures that were attracted to the school because of the government, like the new structures, the girls' hostel, and the one that some staff are occupying. It's the government that brought them. And in their own way, the government hand is filled, so they can't carry everything at the same time. So they are doing the much they can.
Okay, finally now, what do you have to say to this?
Start by appreciating these 4 distinguished alumni for remembering that they should give back to the institution that made them what they are. Because I know that it is not everyone that will remember that I was brought up somewhere, trained somewhere. So for them to remember this school, I think it is something worth emulating. And the alumni network that they have established, my prayer is let others who also pass through Williams join, so that they will, when every hand is on deck, any assignment or task is always very, very easy to do. So I want to encourage the other alumni to link up, join these 4 distinguished alumni, and then see what they can do to rehabilitate Williams, so that Williams will once more, attain the glory it used to be in the past. I'm sure you may wish to know that Williams is a very popular school. And so what it used to be in the past is what we are looking up, that Williams will once again